Welcome to the course and to a brand new learning journey into the world of content marketing. This video is part of our learning journey here on CourseCanvas, a channel where we break down complex topics into easy, practical lessons. I'm your trainer, Edward Hale, and today we're diving into an introduction to content marketing. Before we start exploring what content marketing is all about, it's important to first understand the broader foundation, marketing itself. To put it simply, marketing is a core business function. It's the process of understanding what customers need, creating value to meet those needs, effectively communicating that value, and ultimately delivering it through the right channels. Now, marketing doesn't begin where most people think it does, with ads and promotions. It actually starts much earlier. It begins by engaging with customers, asking them questions, trying to uncover what problems they're facing or what solutions they might be looking for. The goal here is to gather insights, real human insights, about what the customer truly values. Once that information is collected, it goes back to the strategy table. Businesses begin evaluating their resources, analyzing market conditions, and deciding what kind of solution they can develop that's both practical and valuable. Marketing plays a role here as well, not just in communication, but in shaping the actual product or solution that will serve the customer's needs. After that solution is developed, marketing focuses on refining it. This involves diving deeper into the market, looking at what competitors are offering, identifying any gaps, and bringing those insights back to the product development team. It's an ongoing process of improvement, where feedback and comparison fuel better outcomes. Only after all of this comes the part most people associate with marketing: advertising, promotion, public relations. This is where the company reaches out and says to the customer, "Here, what we've created, and here's why it matters to you." It's about telling a compelling story, showing the value clearly, and making the customer feel that this product or solution is meant for them. That said, the job still isn't done. Once the product is out there, companies need to observe how customers are reacting to it. Are they connecting with the message? Are they finding the value? This feedback loop is essential, because it allows marketers to further refine both the product and the way it's communicated. The aim is to make it more appealing, more relevant, and more aligned with customer expectations. At its core, marketing is about creating and delivering value in a way that customers recognize, appreciate, and are willing to pay for. It's about making sure that what the company builds resonates with the right audience, at the right time, and at the right price. And because markets, customer needs, and trends are always evolving, this entire process remains ongoing. Marketing is not a one-time activity, it's a cycle. You go back into the market, gather new insights, adapt your approach, redesign your offering, and once again communicate the value in a fresh, relevant way. You've probably seen this in action countless times through various brand advertisements, sponsorships, or product launches where companies unveil new and improved versions of their existing products. What's happening behind the scenes is a continuous effort to stay in tune with the customer and make their offering better every time. Traditionally, marketing communication was very one-sided. Brands believed they knew what the customer wanted, and they spoke to them in a tone they thought would resonate. But the world has changed. Today, marketing is becoming more human, more conversational, and more collaborative. And this is exactly where content steps in. Content allows brands to connect with people in a meaningful way, not just to promote, but to engage, educate, and build relationships. That's the essence of content marketing, and that's what we're going to explore in depth in this course. Now let's turn our focus to a key question: what is content? In a business context, content is essentially quality information or experience that's packaged and presented in a way that's relevant to a specific audience, usually with a clear, strategic objective in mind. Put simply, content is any kind of information or experience that an organization shares with its target audience. This could be written, spoken, visual, or interactive, and it's always designed to serve a purpose aligned with the organization's broader goals. These goals can vary widely. A business might use content to generate leads, increase customer awareness, boost conversions, attract funding, or build brand loyalty. In other cases, the purpose might be cultural, educational, or even political, where the intent isn't to generate profit, but to influence perception, raise awareness, or inform the public about a specific issue or cause. Sometimes content is created with the goal of educating audiences about a new technology or innovation. At other times, it may be used to mobilize resources, overcome internal limitations, or position the organization within a particular narrative or trend. In all these scenarios, content acts as a strategic asset, a powerful tool that organizations use to communicate, persuade, inform, or influence. But for content to work effectively, it must always be designed with the end user in mind. The target audience defines the success of any piece of content. It's their preferences, needs, and behaviors that determine what type of content they'll engage with, what information they find valuable, and what kind of messaging is likely to inspire them to take meaningful action. With that in mind, content can take on many forms. It may be verbal or written, such as articles, blog posts, scripts, or speeches. Audio, like podcasts, voiceovers, or music. Visual or pictorial, including infographics, illustrations, photos, or graphic designs. Video-based, such as tutorials, explainers, ads, or documentaries. Ultimately, content is a bundle of information shaped to deliver value to a target audience, and in doing so, to support the creator's objectives. Whether that value is educational, emotional, practical, or inspirational, the goal remains the same: to influence the audience in a way that aligns with what the organization is trying to achieve. Now that we've understood the essence of content, let's move forward and explore how it connects with the broader concept of marketing. Now that we've explored both marketing and content individually, let's look at how they come together. At its core, the goal of marketing is to understand what the customer needs, design a product or service that delivers real value, and then communicate that value clearly, so the business not only meets customer needs, but also earns revenue and profit. And this is exactly where content plays a critical role. Content becomes the tool, or more accurately, the asset, through which companies communicate and deliver value to their audience. It supports the most essential functions of marketing: building awareness, creating engagement, and driving action. So when we bring these two concepts together, content and marketing, we get what's known as content marketing. In simple terms, content marketing is the use of high-quality content to achieve specific marketing goals. These goals often fall into three main categories, around which most content marketing strategies are built. 1. Brand awareness. The first objective is to increase brand visibility. Here, companies create and distribute content that introduces the brand, highlights its values, or showcases its products or services. This content is shared across platforms where the target audience spends time to educate, inform, and make the brand memorable. 2. Customer engagement and loyalty. The second goal is to engage existing customers and build loyalty over time. This type of content is designed for people who already know the brand but need ongoing value to stay connected. When companies consistently provide useful, interesting, or inspiring content, they strengthen the relationship with their audience. 3. Lead generation and conversion. The third objective is to generate leads and drive conversions. In this case, content is designed to prompt action, such as subscribing, signing up, or making a purchase. The goal is to move the audience closer to a decision that benefits the business. To support these goals, companies rely on three major content functions: creation, curation, and amplification. Content creation. This involves developing original content, such as thought leadership articles, infographics, white papers, press releases, product explainers, or social media posts. The aim here is to deliver fresh, relevant content that positions the company as a valuable source of information. Content curation. Content curation means gathering and sharing high-value content from other sources, including influencers and industry experts. This might include hosting video interviews, organizing events, engaging in viral trends, or partnering with other brands. It also includes real-time marketing and even crisis response, all tailored to keep the brand relevant in its niche. Content amplification. Amplification focuses on extending the reach and impact of published content. This happens through shares, likes, comments, reviews, influencer endorsements, and more. It also includes efforts in online image and reputation management, ensuring that the brand is being seen in the right light and is consistently visible across platforms. In summary, content marketing is a strategic blend of content creation, distribution, and optimization. all aimed at meeting business objectives like brand awareness, customer loyalty, and sales growth. In this course, we'll be diving deeper into how content marketing has evolved into a specialized career path, and how companies today are using it as a core part of their marketing strategy to improve customer experience, strengthen engagement, and drive long-term profits. Now, the entire course you're about to begin is built around the content marketing process. And throughout, you'll learn exactly how to structure, implement, and manage a content marketing strategy that drives real results. To achieve your marketing goals through content, the process begins with a foundational step. First, audit the existing content your company already has. What's currently available, what's outdated, and most importantly, what's missing. Identifying content gaps is critical before creating anything new. Next, conduct market research to develop a clear understanding of your target audience. This includes building out detailed buyer personas, fictional profiles that represent your ideal customer, their behaviors, preferences, pain points, and motivations. Then comes goal setting. You'll need to define specific marketing objectives and establish KPIs, key performance indicators, right from the start. These KPIs will help you track progress, measure impact, and optimize your efforts as your campaigns evolve. With your goals and audience in place, you move on to content planning. This means designing an editorial calendar, a schedule that outlines what content will be published, when, and on which platforms. A strong calendar ensures consistency and relevance, which are both essential in building audience trust. Next, we focus on content production. This includes both original content created in-house and collaborative efforts involving influencers, partners, or guest creators. We'll explore best practices for each approach in detail during the course. After content is created, the next step is promotion. This is where you take your content out into the world through social media, external platforms, email campaigns, SEO, and more. At this stage, your content is the product, and your job is to get it in front of the right people. Finally, we reach the measurement stage, one of the most important elements of the content marketing process. You'll learn how to analyze performance metrics. Are your pieces generating quality leads? Are they driving conversions or purchases? Are they increasing engagement and building brand loyalty? Are they attracting new customers and boosting your brand's visibility? In this course, we'll walk through each of these steps in detail, from planning and creation to promotion and performance analysis. By the end, you'll not only understand the theory, but also gain practical, job-ready knowledge that prepares you for entry-level or junior content marketing roles in real-world businesses. So that wraps up our introduction to what content marketing is. You may subscribe for the next topic we'll explore.